Welcome to the Lost Lowdown Podcast 99 with your hosts, Claude and Justin.
What's up, guys?
We're back, continuing our commentary series with episode 117, ... in translation. And for our super special 99th podcast, we have a special guest host. Jen is back with us.
You're welcome, listeners.
We're all welcome. What was the first podcast you were on with us? That was season 3, right?
Oh God, I'm the resident Lost Lowdown historian.
I just looked right at
Please,
let's see if I can remember what it was. I'm going to say it was in season 3, and it was.
I want to say Eggtown, but not only did I not actually podcast on Eggtown, but that was not season 3.
That was season 4.
The Glass Ballerina.
Oh my God, you were on the Glass Ballerina. That was it.
That was it.
That's way too early to not be your first. That was like our 6th podcast or something.
Yeah.
Because we only started at the end of season 2, and that was like episode 2 of season 3.
That was a bad episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure was.
Bad title, too.
Bad title, bad episode.
Speaking of bad title, bad episode.
Nice.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I think this is better than Glass Ballerina. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, that's really damning it with faint praise.
So, did you think when you were on Glass Ballerina that the Lost Lowdown would be getting to 99 podcasts?
Not only, I'll do you one better. So the answer is no. And I will also say that when I was on the Glass Ballerina, I don't think I realized that anybody listened to your podcast. And let alone that, like thousands of people download it, or at its peak, like a huge number of people downloaded it. Like, no. So no all around is the answer. My expectations could not have been lower.
Well, we aim to please.
The key to being happy in life, and, feel free to quote me on this, the key to being happy in life is having extraordinarily low expectations of everything and everyone all the time.
Well, that'll do it.
Yep.
Here comes a happy life. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that we've gotten to 99. Luckily, we've found many excuses to keep podcasting.
Well, so one crazy thing about 99 is that you guys are not even close to done.
No, not even close. Well, we just started. This commentary series really, barely starting. So
yeah, the thing is, you got to figure out a way to hit 200. I'm not really sure how that's going to go.
Well, that would be pretty easy. There's at least 100 episodes left.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Really?
I think with the number of episodes, we actually can hit 200.
But you've done podcasts for every episode, and then you've started over. So how is that possible?
Well, that's not really true. We haven't done podcasts for every episode because we only started at the end of season 2.
But I thought you went back and redid one.
Well, we did retrospectives, but we didn't do individual episodes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
We did the retrospective. We covered episodes like 2 or 3 or 4, something at a time in one podcast.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm a big Lost Lowdown expert.
Yeah. And this, so the series we're doing now is our commentary series, which we haven't really done before, which is, sort of not just podcasting about the episode, having seen it, but watching it while talking.
Right. That part I get. I was on, actually, I don't know if you have heard it, but I was on one earlier this season.
Oh, were you? No,
I
wasn't familiar.
I think that was the one where we used your voice double.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't have it in the budget. We were waiting on a grant.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Mm-hmm. No, he's great. Good, solid guy. Yeah. Gave me a ride to the airport last week.
Class A.
Yeah.
He really gives that Claude from the Lost Lowdown feeling.
It's virtually indistinguishable. I mean, I can tell you guys apart because we really go way back, but, me and that guy, not me and you.
Yeah,
I really
of course.
know you. God, someday we got to meet in real life, like face to face. I'd love to meet you.
Yeah, it'd be great. Be like Sleepless in Seattle.
I mean, I'm aware that that's a movie, but I don't get the reference.
They don't meet until
Yeah.
the end because it's like a radio show. Sleepless, Seattle.
Do they...
And then they meet at the Empire State Building. Spoiler alert.
Wait. That is not Seattle.
Yeah, well, he's in Seattle, but they meet in the Empire State Building.
They should meet at the
Because it's romantic.
They should meet at the Space Needle.
It's romantic.
It's romantic.
Is that the movie where they're like, if you really love me, meet me at such and such place at such and such time?
I don't know if they put that kind of weight on it.
They didn't invent that, but...
What? What's the movie I'm talking about? What's the movie I'm thinking of? I think it's the Brooklyn Bridge. Meet me on the Brooklyn Bridge.
It sounds like a song. I have no idea.
Just because I just kind of sang it a little bit.
St. Louis, I think.
Okay, whatever.
I don't know.
No, it's some famous rom-com, and like the whole thing is, I've never seen it, obviously.
It's probably that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably, yeah. I mean, that was the whole thing. Was I think they were supposed to meet there,
that's
right?
What I'm thinking about.
Justin,
there was
you're
like
the
a
resident
send-up on 30
Seattle
Rock.
historian.
All right. So, Lost.
So, back to Lost.
Man, you can really see with this Blu-ray. You can really see like every blade of grass.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, I owe you an apology. I was
Good.
shitting all over this whole Blu-ray thing, and I was so sure you were wrong, but I'm sure there's still some way in which you're wrong. But this quality is noticeably different.
It is.
Yeah. No, I mean, Blu-ray is like it's a definitely jump up. I mean, it's analogous to VHS to DVD. I think I mean, maybe it's you can see some stuff like you didn't know you were missing. Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to watch that BSG. We should watch some of that.
Forget about Lost.
Actually,
let's just watch Battlestar Galactica.
All right, stop recording.
Wow.
All right.
Not really.
Well, I'm not sure. The big thing I know about in translation is this is the raft burning episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot about that. The only thing, I mean, Justin reminded me of that, so I get that now. But the only thing that I remembered about this episode was obviously the one where, I say obviously, but actually I was half wrong about this, and then you corrected me on that too. So this is the one where Jin discovers that Sun can speak English, which is kind of cool. That's a cool scene. And I like Jin, especially, given everything that we see later on. He's a real stand-up guy. And this is the one where you see the sort of the other side of the story that you saw earlier, where you're like, wow, this guy's a total douchebag. But
that's what Lost loves to do.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
So, but sometimes when they do it, I like it, and sometimes when they do it, I hate it.
Well, but they always do it.
That's what Lost loves to do.
Man, I was getting, in anticipation of our podcast today, I was getting real angry last night about Lost. Some things were said. Some things were said, and I don't want to rehash it. I don't want to dig up the past.
I think we understand. Everyone here is a little bit angry about Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's hard not to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think anyone who really cared about Lost, on any level, has to have a little bit of anger after the show's over. There's just no way around it. Because if they don't, then I feel like they couldn't have cared that much about it to begin with.
I'm thinking of some specific people I know.
Yeah.
Robot.
Yeah.
I had no anger whatsoever about the end of Lost.
Really?
I loved it. It was the best thing ever. It fulfilled everything I'd ever wanted in the show.
Did we just get a new sponsorship? What happened?
Yeah, so far we got Blu-ray and also Lost, which is a strange sponsor. Those are both strange sponsors, but for different reasons. The Blu-ray Council of America.
I didn't really get the memo. I mean, if we need to change our...
We are not allowed to say anything critical.
Okay, that's fine. I can work around.
I gave your assistant this, but I guess, God, you've got to get a new assistant.
Clearly.
All right. Well, I mean, this episode doesn't need much setup. So we can dive right in.
All right.
You're ready.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so I'm going to try again for the double listen. Hopefully I'll do a little better than I did last time.
The double listen?
Yeah, the doppel listen, remember? Don't you know what I'm talking about? Justin loves saying this.
It's a Lost Lowdown reference, so you wouldn't get it, I guess.
I don't get references to the Lost Lowdown.
See, there's this podcast that, well, I don't want to get into the details. It's a couple of people I know do this podcast. Uh-huh.
They sound awesome already.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I don't want to give too much away, but it's real fucking long. And it's about Lost. Yeah, and double listen.
It was just something I came up with for what I have to do when the episode's playing and we have to talk about it at the same time. So I have to listen to
what it was. I figured it out.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm over-explaining. That's my job, though.
It's kind of what he does.
Yeah.
This thing. Says it on his business card.
Business card? No, now I'm kidding, right? All right.
All right.
Everybody ready with their players?
Are you?
Yes. I'm doing it.
All right. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, good. We get an eye.
It's season 1. Season 1's all about eyes.
This is what I'm thinking.
That was not a lot of setup.
This seemed like they could have just opened on this scene.
Yeah.
Good looking watch.
Hope it doesn't come in handy.
Should we be talking?
If you want to say something.
No, I got nothing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
I feel a lie. I feel a lie coming on.
Lie meter.
Oh,
there it is. So what about the stand-up guy you were talking about before? The liar.
He lied for a good reason.
Honor.
Even work for me? By work for me, I mean murder people for me. Not that traditional, but, you know. It's a little trick. No. Meet me on the top of the Empire State Building. In Korean.
Wow.
Like, I just really need to, somebody who will do anything he asks them to do.
I'm going to make you my doorman. Isn't that what happens first? I forget when that happens. But
he is a doorman first, but then he meets Sun, and then he hires him to do other stuff.
That's right.
Are you out of your mind swimming in the ocean?
People get killed that way.
That's not a lie.
It's not a lie. It happened this season. There they go again. It's been a long time since they've argued, Jack.
They're arguing constantly when,
you know. A sitcom. A dramatic one. and fight. Oh, slap.
It's shades of what she will become.
Mhm.
Oh, son, you ruined everything.
They're both
Well,
assholes.
she stopped it from escalating,
Right.
Yeah.
She stopped it from
how
being
cool
like...
would it be if the two of them just beat the shit out of each other while everybody's watching?
Mhm.
That's what I want to see.
Well, we saw that scene before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
When
did.
I want to
when
see
he
it again,
attacked him,
though.
talking about the watch, yeah.
I would like to see it again. What? That hurts. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, off topic.
She's taking her time getting dressed.
Wow, the whole commercial break just for pants.
Does he still have the handcuff on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is this the one where they take? Isn't this the one where he chops it off?
No, it's season 2.
God,
Chops it
wow,
off.
he's put that on for a long time.
Yeah. He has to go, like, meet with the tail section and come all the way back
Who
before he
cuts
gets
it
it
off?
off. I don't remember who does it.
Hey-o. Don't forget your guests are downstairs.
I think there's some sort of like TV law where if the groom sees the bride before the
Yeah,
wedding,
right?
then
I
you
don't think
then you
that's
then you
TV.
won't see the wedding.
Dress is hugely
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah. That helps.
What is up with this dress?
It's
This
Korean.
is a controversy I've heard about a few times, that Sun is shown wearing 3 different wedding dresses throughout the course of the show.
What? Maybe that's like tradition in Korea.
I thought you meant all at the same time. Like there's a controversy about this scene. She's wearing 3 dresses at once.
That's pronounced controversy. Also, is this really buttons? We button me up. I think it looks like a zipper to me.
It did look like a zipper.
It didn't translate well from Korean, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Button zipper.
It seems like picking a fight about a honeymoon like minutes before your wedding is a little have they already gotten married? Is this
No,
after the wedding? Is this like the reception dress? Is that what's going on?
I thought this was before the wedding.
I thought this was before, too, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it looks like she was already wearing a wedding dress. I mean, a wedding ring.
Oh, I see. So this is after the actual ceremony.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's a thing though. Women change from wedding dresses into like dresses for the reception. Usually it's like a cocktail dress though. I don't know what this.
But there's more
is.
scenes than just that.
So you mean it's more like an award show?
Yeah, it's like an award show.
Yeah, you kind of did. My boy.
Oh, God.
He's a murderer. He murders people for my father.
That's not what she means.
Yeah, it's kind of everybody's problem. Because you're stuck
I
on
don't
an
think
island with
Sun
him.
knows what he's capable of.
If he were
Yeah.
really the ruthless person who we were led to believe that he
Like,
is,
she misinterpreted what she saw, so
Yeah,
it's
but what-
another lost thing.
Yeah, except
Wait a
here's what I'm
minute.
saying.
A
But here's what I'm
character on
saying.
Lost misinterpret something? No way.
Here's what I'm saying. It's not all golf ball and rocks across an island. If he was really the ruthless murderer that we were supposed to think that he was, then it's actually everyone's problem because they're stranded on an island with a murderer.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
not
they
the
never
only
made
murderer.
it seem like
That's
he
true.
was a
There's
ruthless
actually a lot
murderer.
bigger problems than that. But
I mean, they made it pretty clear that, like, he was killing for a reason.
yeah.
He's not a psychopath.
Yeah, but in the earlier episode, they didn't really, right?
I mean, they don't tell you what happens. You know he's doing it for her father, at the
Yeah.
very least.
Right.
You
Oh,
guys are
really?
going to spend so much time together.
Your business. Like it's his fault that he doesn't speak English.
hmm He ate his sea urchin that one episode.
He is really good at catching fish. His dead father taught him how.
Exactly. His dead father, who wasn't a fisherman. But he
Oh, nice line. Oh, because I'm rich and, I fail.
No. When Iraq Spencer means something else.
It means something like the English word for prostitute.
Exactly.
Hey-o! Oh, Saeed's like, oh, no one's ever said anything that forward to me.
Especially not Nadia.
Ouch.
She was all, there are some things worth fighting for, and blah, blah, blah. Waka waka.
I have to say I'm really impressed / astonished that they have never explicitly said they're building a raft
Oh, yeah.
to get off the island. Michael's like, I'm gonna do something about it, and then you see them doing this.
Yeah.
Really? They never say that?
They have yet to utter
No, but
the
they
word
said,
raft.
actually, no. He said something earlier about, I know I need to build a raft to get my boy off the island. Like, that
In
just
this
happened like
episode?
5 minutes ago.
Well, yeah, in this episode.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Previously.
saying it's been
You
several
missed the way they
episodes.
introduced it.
Okay, all right, I believe you.
I wonder if Jack has the key to the island. For people who aren't watching, Jack is wearing that key around his neck.
The key to the
The
cave.
gun key.
The key to the, yeah.
Hmm. Man, everybody's really scruffy this season.
They just landed on the island. They haven't found the washing machine
Somehow
yet.
Yeah, right. Sold my spot. Wow. Damn. It seems like he ought to be more upset that he's not going to get to leave the island. Oh, you sold my spot. Fuck you, too.
Because I was cheating on
that's
him.
not actually
the
the
person
biggest
who
of their
taught me
problems.
English. The sad fact it is. They don't have any other problems.
I don't know. He seems like he's, borderline abusive in this phase. I think that's a bigger problem.
Oh, no.
What?
Uh-oh.
This guy did it. They cut the lock. It's like, yep, he did it.
Yep.
He's looking at it.
Throw some sand
From a
on it.
distance. Yeah.
Do
that's
they
not
really think
fire
they're going to
like
be able to
sand.
put that fire out? I mean,
You're going to be happy this happened later, Michael.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I don't speak English.
She says that in English.
She doesn't understand. Shut the fuck up. She understands.
Wow. Walt's selling it.
Mhm.
I
That
love
was a
those
good one,
guys.
Jack.
God. Feels like they were always on the verge of doing it.
They were. it was becoming best friends.
From setting the raft on fire.
Mhm.
That's another misinterpretation.
He could just say right now that he didn't do it.
But then we know he didn't do it.
That would be a perfect opportunity to say, I didn't do it. The kid did it.
See, now it becomes about Michael.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Michael.
he's not going to give her validation.
Right.
Like he just time traveled. He just ran to the past. I guess these scenes in Korea don't play so well to people who aren't watching.
Yeah.
Hey, remember how right around now? No, was it right around now? At some point in the past, I really wanted to think that there was some Widmore this guy connection.
Well, they played golf together.
Yeah.
There was a
more
connection.
Than that. I
That's
wanted
about
to see
all.
more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a stroke or something, so one of his eyes is like...
The actor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why he looks sort of askew. I like that guy. I mean, he's one note.
This is the scene where he steals a puppy, right?
Really?
Right?
Oh, you're so right. That is what happens. I forgot about Bopo.
There it is. Puppy theft.
Yep.
Aww.
Oh yeah, this is the scene that we saw the end of the first time.
Yeah.
Does he also kill the guy? Or does he just steal his puppy? We're here to deliver a message. You're not
I think he
gonna
just delivers a message.
Hurley's on the TV.
He's watching Hurley on TV.
Wow.
And wants me to
What
steal
is
your
that,
daughter's
him winning
puppy.
the lottery or something?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't steal the puppy. He gives him the puppy because he's so happy that he didn't come there to murder him, right? Something like that? Oh, I guess we're about to find out.
I think he takes it.
No, I think it's a gift. I think
There's more to the scene
yeah,
than
I wish
this.
there's some way I could apologize. Here, take my daughter's puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Poor girl. Shut up, kid. A gift for you. You didn't buy this for me. This is your dream. Someday you're gonna go to somebody's house and be like, no, please take my puppy. No, you're right. He's not dead yet.
Spoiler alert.
Boom.
Sorry, viewers, listeners. He's gonna die.
Uh-oh.
You don't need
She's
his
my
permission
soulmate.
to. Have you guys ever had sex?
You think he's asking for pointers?
Some Middle Eastern thing. That's kind of racist. I don't really know.
Well, he's a torturer, number one.
Ooh.
But in the afterlife...
You know what, though?
He's all yours. And you never talk.
It's so gross. They're doing this thing that always happens on Grey's Anatomy, which I haven't seen in years, but I remember that they used to do this. I assume they still do. Where it's like
That sounds like a lie, although no, it's not.
It really does, doesn't it? Where it's like, oh, I'm talking about the patients, but really they're fucking talking about their own love lives. Like, that's totally like, oh, I'm talking about you not getting hurt by my sister, but I'm really talking about my sister fucking me and then moving on. And, you know, when you think about it, it's right there in the way I just described it. You
Well, yeah,
your
he's
sister.
saying it from personal experience, yeah.
I just looked away for a second and something happened.
Sawyer kicked Jen.
Sawyer kicked Jen. Okay.
Yeah.
I wish a man would come along and help me right now.
Yeah, someone older who can take care of me.
So I can get what I want and then kick him to the curb.
That's a great pickup line. You're very capable. Some guy came up to me in a bar and was like, "You look pretty capable." I'm like, "Buy me a drink."
Wow. We're not talking about shelter, are we?
Yeah, what's the stuff?
Yep. Just got all Grey's Anatomy again.
Mhm.
Ew.
Oh, God, Locke.
That is gross.
Ugh, come on now.
In high definition, right?
It never bothered me before. Oh, Locke. You're so great back then.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, she's not.
Your attention. Yep. He's right, though.
Well, Boo wants more than that, right?
Attention means poontang in this context.
Is that
Really?
a Boston colloquialism?
That's a little too much subtext for me.
One word that's the same in every language. Scared.
Man, I don't remember this at all.
Gross, God.
See, this is why Sawyer.
Lord of the Flies time now.
This is why Sawyer gets to be on the raft, is so he can be upset about the raft burning up.
Yeah.
Right,
Otherwise, you don't
right.
have that scene. I ordered it myself. Yeah, I'm sorry these scenes of Sun and Jin speaking Korean don't play well to listeners who aren't watching. But they're having dinner.
Oh, do you think that people listen to this without watching the show?
Yeah,
People
they
do
definitely
listen with,
do.
Without like when they're doing spreadsheets?
Mhm.
Okay,
Exactly.
he just got a cell phone call, didn't answer it, put it back in his pocket.
Wow, we're going to narrate now?
No, we're not going to narrate.
It does look pretty good. It
That
looks like a pretty good meal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now he's calling the house. Okay,
Well,
I'll
when the
stop.
phone rings, they can hear that.
They can hear that through the phone?
Yeah.
Oh. How?
It's the power of audio.
Oh, I understand what happens because you guys lay this on top of the episode.
Yeah.
Don't give away the secrets. God, all the
God,
secrets.
would you calm down? I'm pretty sure that that's pretty clear if you've ever listened to it. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
The factory's closed. You didn't deliver the message.
See, I think this is another like classic Lost thing. Like he told him to deliver a message, and he just expected him to know what that meant.
Exactly.
And Jin just misinterpreted. Now he's mad at him. It's like, well, if you told me to kill him, I would have done that. But he didn't. He's like speaking in code.
Yeah, but also Jin has to be, pushed into killing because he's not a killer.
Well, there's that too.
But I mean, come on, look at that guy right
And
there.
see,
that
so
guy's
exactly,
a murderer. Keep the engine running. It only takes me 2 minutes to murder somebody.
Yeah, this is just his training on how to be the killer for Pike. It's like, okay, you didn't do what the subtext was.
I don't know, though. I think if somebody as scary as Pike told me to deliver a message, I would probably ask him, do you mean kill the guy?
He would kill you for asking.
Well, you got to ask, though, because he might also kill you for doing the wrong thing.
But he didn't. He trained him instead.
Well, but I don't know. Hindsight is 20/20 on this one, I'm going to have to say.
Well, but it's a clear example of
Come on.
his,
Well, but what? Well, but what?
He's not going to kill his daughter's husband, at least not until the afterlife.
Wow. Can you really kill someone in the afterlife?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Apparently.
no. Oh, no, this is bad. This is bad.
At least the
Oh,
puppy's safe.
I don't like this.
But he's actually saving the guy's life.
Yeah, I know, but it's not good. Dinner table in front of the daughter.
But they can't see it. See, that's why he put him over that partition. So he, it's shielding what the family's seeing.
Right. I just saved your life. That's how you deliver a message. And no, you can't have your puppy back. Yeah, do you feel bad? Because you should. One day you're going to have a daughter, and you're going to totally never meet her.
Jen should have pointed to the daughter and said, like, this is because you didn't do your homework. And she would have been a straight A student.
Oh,
forever.
my God. She is going to do her homework every night now.
So now we're back to the scene
Yeah.
we first saw with Jin coming home with blood on his hands, literally.
Mhm. And figuratively.
Yeah, and figuratively.
Whose blood is that?
The blood of your
I'm
father.
not really asking. That's what she just said. That's what she said. It wasn't really in keeping with the other types of things that she says.
Yeah, well. She doesn't always say innuendo.
Good slapping people.
She's a slapper.
Slapper.
She is definitely a slapper. This isn't the last slap she's going to do.
No.
Slap.
I do whatever your
No
father
way.
tells me.
That's a great line.
I do it for us. Those are good lines.
Yeah. Now this
Not my
is
fault
this
your
made me love
father's a
this made me
criminal
love Sun and Jin. This
bastard.
is the best. This is the best Sun and Jin stuff to date.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when she's telling Kate earlier, or Michael, I guess, like, you don't know what he's capable of, she really ought to be saying, like, you don't know what my father is capable of.
Mhm.
Because, like, really all Jen is doing, whatever.
And she doesn't actually know any of the details.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Right.
I
But
think
she knows that her dad is bad. I mean, she's
Well, but
scared of her dad.
Her dad isn't the one actually murdering people. He's not. He's ordering it, but it's a different situation when who the actual she thinks, I guess, murderer is. But that's what's weird too, is she's wrong. He didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
And I think, and it looks, she probably thinks he did.
I think she assumes that, yeah.
This is why marriage is about communication. Why you burn my rap? So all this stuff Jen's saying, they're not giving us subtitles.
Yeah.
This is between them. Ugh. God, I love a good fight scene.
Walt standing
Right
there.
on the
Look what I
beach, right?
did.
Yeah, Walt, this would be a great time to chime in. He's not even going to hit him back.
You just said, please don't hit me. I didn't do anything. Boom. Wait a minute. I did.
So
That's
prior
what's
to this,
missing from there.
prior to that scene, Michael and Kate are the only ones who know that she speaks English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was good for the story.
Betty?
Uh-oh.
We're not the only
You're
ones
going to blow up a submarine
on
here in
this
like a season or
island.
so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is just, Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones on this island. And we all know it. Also, Walt.
Also, Walt did it. I saw him.
Incidentally. Yeah, that's a classic speech right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing that he's really just misdirecting everyone.
Mhm.
Well, what's weird is he's right, but
He is
at the same
right.
time, yeah, that's what's weird is like they should have had that speech, but at the same time, that's not the others didn't do it.
Right, and he knows that.
Mhm.
Oh, Vincent. Find some evidence.
He's trying to find a treat.
These are all good sticks to chew on.
He's got to go meet with the smoke monster.
Yeah.
Pontoons. That's a silly word. Boat words are all so silly. It's okay. It's not your fault.
You apologizing to me? I don't know.
Some of us have sons that set rafts on fire.
Wait a minute. I might have to burn another
I
raft?
didn't anticipate that. He set it on fire just so that they could rebuild it and they could do it as a team, like a father and son bonding experience.
I'm thinking he's saying, can I help so he can, help design structural weaknesses in it as they build it?
Wow.
He's going possibly to the beach.
He's moving out. This cave isn't big enough for the both of us.
Sleep on the rock couch.
Every rock is a rock couch. What is a rock?
What have I done to deserve this? Woo!
When do we stop talking? When you learned English.
A couple of hours ago. Oh. This is where Jen reveals that he also speaks English.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't understand what you're saying.
He knows it's powerful, though, because she switched over into English so the audience could understand.
Mm-hmm. So she, confessed to him her big secret, but not really.
Yeah.
Not really, yeah.
Only in English.
Doesn't really count.
I guess he finds out about that eventually.
She's already pregnant at this point, right?
No, she's not pregnant yet.
Right, okay.
She's going to get pregnant after they make up. Right before he leaves.
Infertilization.
Oh, look at those like jellyfish-looking things. Oh, I guess that's seaweed.
They look like squid.
They squids?
That's what I was thinking.
Why
Or
would you hang
octopus.
seaweed up? Come on.
This guy doesn't look old enough to be his dad.
Well,
what?
Fishing keeps you young.
I was just gonna say maybe he was young. Although actually, you find out
Yeah.
stuff about him later that like he doesn't even know that he's Jin's father.
What? Oh, like his mom's a prostitute.
His mom's a
He might not
prostitute.
even be. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. I forgot about that. You know, this isn't that bad an episode. It's really just a bad title. And you're right, those are squids.
Oh yeah.
Or octopi, perhaps.
How about in a good world, she wouldn't hate anybody?
All right, we're back to the whole problem of people not having any idea. We're all three just watching the scene, and nobody has any idea what's going on. Pearls of Wisdom from Jen's father.
Yeah. I
wish I could start over. Why can't you?
I think the big reveal of the scene is that Jin's father's not dead, and
Right, Jen's father's not dead. More important than your wife? Nothing's more important than your wife. Something like that, I'm sure. My father wants me to deliver watches to his associates in Sydney and Los Angeles.
Wait a minute, it's supposed to be one watch.
I speak Korean.
I guess he
That's
delivers
fun.
the Sydney watch. I don't know.
Maybe that was a weird translation.
Yeah.
Let that be the only
right.
thing that you do for him, then walk away. That's good. Okay. So he also wants to start a new life, I guess is the whole thing here. Save your marriage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they both want to start a new life with their trip to Sydney, or to LA, but he wants to start a new life with her, and she wants to start a new life as a swinging single.
Yeah.
Well, she decided to stay with him, though.
Right, but she wasn't gonna, is my point.
Well, she was going to leave, and the last minute she didn't.
Right. And it's too late.
Wow, so she said that line, we get that whole flashback, and then he responds.
Mhm. Crying, walking away. Cave. Wow. Is it over?
No.
No.
It's never over.
It only ends once.
Time for a montage?
Montage! I just pulled a you. I just stole your line.
Oh, no, silhouettes. Silhouettes by the
Silhouettes are always a sign that somebody's about to kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Firelight as well.
Firelight, yeah.
Symbolizing the flaming passion between them.
Yeah,
Oh, I just
exactly.
puked in my mouth. What was that for?
For being you.
Ugh. I love it when people quote Locke and they don't attribute it. Okay, here we go.
That's not scary.
He's never going to pay you.
I don't know how much that is anyway.
The caves are pretty scary.
The kid's always dark, so I just stay here.
You have a dad? Everybody's got a dad. Is he cool? No, he's a fucking asshole.
This is a setup right here.
Mhm. No, he's not. He's a whole lot worse than your dad, even though your dad murdered 2 people in the future. It's personal.
What?
Oh. I love this moment.
You read my mind.
Yikes.
Carlton and Damon told me to.
What?
Carlton and Damon told me to.
I do too.
But we're both crazy, Walt.
It's just the 2 of us who like it here.
Exactly.
Everybody, literally everyone else wants to leave.
That was on the blooper reel when
Oh.
Jin.
That was.
When
He
Jin hits
hits
the
him
camera
with
with the bamboo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that.
It just you can just tell that was going to cause some bloopers.
Yeah.
That shot.
Did you say you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Did that actually
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah, it's the deleted scene where you see.
Really?
Yeah.
I could just think
He
of the
totally
shot with him
fucked that up.
holding
Is it like a
holding
joke?
that bamboo over his shoulder like that.
It wasn't a joke. It was an accident.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not like a let's do some Three Stooges shit here for a second.
No.
Well, because he has to walk and then turn around 180 with that bamboo, and so if you don't hit
Was
it right,
totally hilarious, or was he really hurt?
it was a blooper reel, so it wasn't that funny.
Yeah, no one was
you know?
hurt. It was fine.
He just hits the camera with the with the bamboo.
Oh, he hit the camera. He didn't hit Michael.
We're missing Son's freedom.
Oh yeah. Oh look. Oh look at that.
So
Oh,
free.
let's go with a towel.
Uh-huh. Well,
She's a
she's
whole
very
new
free.
woman now.
This is one of those
She's
season
really
1
free to be
montages.
naked, right?
I hate them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do this is really out of place with the later parts of the show.
Yeah. It's weird because she was upset that Jen left, and then now she's happy about it. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to think. I don't know.
Yeah.
God, this reminds me of that weird ass one that ends with you finding out that the song that you're listening to. Oh wait, is this the one? This is the
Here it
one.
is.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Hurley's gonna press stop.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It totally takes me out of the shitty shit that I didn't like anyway.
It explains why it was that kind of song, like a pop song, versus just a music montage.
That's true.
Is that a pop song? It was popular?
Well, I mean, it's it's not
In the popular
orchestral.
It's a
Yeah.
style of popular music.
Style.
That's the end.
Lost.
Wow.
It sounded like Damian Rice, who's a fairly popular singer. So.
Never heard of him.
You've never
he's
heard
popular.
of him?
He's popular, like I said.
You have not heard of him.
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
Probably from Claude, though.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's like, oh, did you hear about this massive earthquake in Japan? Oh, yeah, I heard about it from Claude. Really? Because it's the only news story.
Yeah, if I don't tell him what's going on in the world, he doesn't know.
Hey, that's not
It's
true.
true.
Sometimes I tell him things that are going on in the world.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know, we can tag team the informing him. So wow, what an episode.
Yeah, it's weird on the DVD menu. It doesn't say ... in translation. It just says in translation.
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
There's no ellipsis.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Ellipsis.
Mm-hmm.
It made me wonder if, I don't know, if it says it in the book. Let me see here.
Well, yeah, not a bad episode at all. I mean,
Yeah, it does.
it's got Jin and Sun's little backstory and why they have their issues, and it's daddy related as usual.
As
everything
right.
in this show.
Yeah. Well, as Justin pointed out when I was griping about the show earlier, I think it's worse than it is because I always associate it with ... and found.
Mhm.
The ring losing episode.
Yeah.
Some other things probably happen in that episode, but
like the people who go on the raft return to the main camp.
Oh yeah, right. Of course, it's about more than one thing.
Of course.
And they bring back Bernard.
They do. Everybody's happy.
Yeah. Except probably.
Yeah, overall not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really wasn't a bad episode, I have to say. It was, for what it was decent.
Mhm.
For what it was.
I mean, it's like it's a season 1 thing of like there's really nothing at all about the larger mysteries in the episode. It's all pretty much about characters, Mostly it's about Sun and Jin, but there's also Michael and Walt stuff, there's Saeed and Shannon stuff, It's really just developing the relationships, and the only plot thing is about the raft, but as far as the bigger questions, like there's really there's really nothing going on.
Man in Black is somewhere planning his loophole.
Of course. And I don't know. It's
kind of a one-off.
It's also, like, I still find it weird how, I think it's a contrivance, like, your thing about Damon and Carlton made me do it, like, it's more or less right, but, Walt burns the raft, and he tells Locke, I like it here. And then, so I guess it didn't happen in this episode, but at some point Michael finds out that Walt burned the raft originally.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, if you don't want to leave, we don't have to leave.
I think that's after the second one is finished. He goes, oh, I burned it. Oh, you don't want to leave? We can stay. And it's like, well, we just rebuilt I think it's like right on the time that the next one's ready is when he finds out.
Yeah. But then Walt says, yes, we do.
Right.
We have to leave.
We have to leave.
All of a sudden.
Scary.
And it seems scary, but no specific reason is ever given.
It's because Carlton and Damon told him to.
I know. And I know that the reality, as they've said in interviews, is that, the actor was getting old, and they felt like they couldn't show him much longer, so they needed to get him out of sight as soon as possible.
That sucks, though. That is such a shitty reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad that, because obviously, like you're saying, his character obviously wants to stay. They have a whole thing about him having powers and being connected to the island and all this stuff. And it would have been interesting to see how that would have played out if the kid didn't grow so fast.
Yeah, and it feels like that's what they paid off in the epilogue. Like, I didn't even remember that he said he liked the island. Like, that totally slipped my mind, because he immediately changes his mind and says, no, we have to leave.
It's so cool when he says that, though.
I'm not saying it's not cool, but, like, this at least is in line with the idea at the end that they threw out that I didn't believe, but now it's like, well, it's here that, like, he belongs on the island. Like, he's, that's where he should be. And I didn't even think there was a precedent for that. I thought they just kind of made that up for the epilogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those.
It always kind of seemed like he liked it, though, chilling with his dog and making some new friends, playing backgammon. Yeah, seriously, though, he didn't seem like he was real happy in Australia.
Well, he was before his mom died.
Was he, though? Because it seemed like before his mom died, his mom was just really busy all the time. And
I assume he was. He had 2 parents and a nice house, and I think his life seemed like he was fairly okay before his life turned to shit.
But he didn't. But in the scenes where we saw him before his mom died.
AKA Michael comes back.
Yeah.
What did you say? We saw his mom what?
Well, we saw a couple of scenes before his mom died, and he just didn't seem very happy. You know, they weren't paying any attention to him. He seemed like he didn't really. He had he has Vincent, and that's kind of it. You know.
Yeah.
I would say
that's all
that
he's got on the island.
I would say that in that one scene they did establish that at least the stepdad was kind of
scared of him.
Was afraid of him, and
stepdad's scared of him. Mom works all the time, doesn't pay any attention to him. You know, I don't know. I mean, that's like one scene, but on the island he's got like a friend.
Definitely he's being pulled towards the island, and I think they definitely make it clear that towards as he got older, he got probably scarier to the stepdad and all that. Yeah.
I mean, I think actually you barely see scenes with Walt and his mom. It's kind of like Penny and Widmore. Like the drama is all about the other relationships, But Walt and his mom is not something that is really shown much of. So you can assume that it was okay, I guess, but it's sort of, not something they wanted to put in the show, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, Walt. Well, he at least got somewhat vindicated by the epilogue.
Yeah.
Anything. So.
That's the closest we get to vindication for this kind of stuff.
He should have said, in the epilogue, he should have been like, whatever I see in my mind's eye comes to reality.
Wow.
Yeah.
I learned the lessons Locke taught me well, or something. It would have been cool to have Walt come back in season 6 and help. If they would have actually had a real war like they claim they were going to have, it would have been nice to have Walt come back with powers and actually have to, fight evil incarnate. That's an actual evil incarnate.
If only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the version of Lost that,
God, Lost could have been so great.
Yeah. So many opportunities.
Yeah. And, to their credit, they set up the opportunities.
Yeah.
They never seized the opportunities that they set up for themselves. That was their curse.
Yeah.
I think
it's almost like the M. Night Shyamalan situation. It's like he's got great premises.
Mhm.
It's really the execution. It's really how paying it off. That's the problem.
Wow. I think I only agree with that in that one movie, The Happening, or whatever. Is that what it's called, The Happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plants
What's
Attack.
happening now?
Plants Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only.
I think for pretty much every movie, I think his premises are fairly interesting. I mean, some more than others, but.
Well, what have I seen? I saw The Happening, and I saw the.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Sixth Sense,
Which I didn't think was a great premise, although I don't actually remember anything about it, except that one thing.
Yeah.
The one thing everyone knows about
right,
it.
the two things that everybody knows. He sees dead people, and also what's his name is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the premise, basically, is he's dead.
It's a whole movie about seeing dead people.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I do remember it.
Yeah. That,
doesn't sound like
Signs,
a good
Signs is aliens attacking. I mean, that's not novel.
I've seen that one, yeah.
And then...
I like Aliens.
Unbreakable.
Never saw
Unbreakable,
that.
cool. Definitely much better premise than...
Unbreakable, it's about, Bruce Willis plays this, he's sort of like a real-life superhero.
I've never seen that.
It's sort of like a weird, realistic attempt to be a realistic take on comic book heroes and
sounds awful.
Villains. It's better than it sounds.
Well, I believe you, but it sounds terrible.
I don't know. Maybe the description sounds bad, but I to me that's probably the most interesting of the movies he's made.
I don't like Bruce Willis.
Oh, okay. Well.
You don't like Bruce Willis?
Wow. Yeah, correct.
I couldn't tell if that's what you said.
That is what I said, yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on the podcast.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I don't think it's that controversial. I tried to say controversial like British people say controversy, but how did I say controversial?
I don't know. I don't think
controversial?
Maybe.
Controversial? Well, all right. Let's try to research that later.
Okay.
Don't worry, we can edit all this out.
Definitely cut out the Bruce Willis part. I feel very un-American now. No, I don't like him.
Well,
I think I like I don't know. I don't. He's one of those people I just don't like for no good reason. Like what's her name?
As long as you admit you don't have a good reason. We're cool.
Well, I guess I mean, I don't really have a particular reason. I think he's been in some pretty crap movies, but
So he's an actor, yes.
No, I mean, there's several actors I just don't like.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about one earlier. Leo, don't like him for no reason.
DiCaprio?
Yeah, he's kind of troll-like. That's not really why I don't like him, but I don't like that about him.
That's what DiCaprio means. The original Italian.
It's from the island of DiCaprio, where everyone's a troll.
Yeah.
The island of Caprio.
Isn't that what I said?
No.
I said DiCaprio. Sorry, I meant to the island. I totally blew that joke. The island of Caprio.
It's okay.
What I meant to say. Anyway.
So the next episode is Numbers.
Shall we?
Which I believe was a pretty great episode.
As I recall.
Now that Hurley has gone through so much, he ends up being the master of the island.
Yeah.
By the end, it'll be interesting to see Numbers and see where it all started.
You know. Here's the other. So that's the positive spin. Here's the negative spin on it. That episode has no payoff whatsoever. It's so cool. It's so exciting to think that the numbers matter. Mm-hmm. They don't. And
wait! But they're the numbers that's on the swan hat.
Yeah. It's a serial number. That's what we call a coincidence. What we call a coincidence. No payoff.
That's not
negative
payoff.
That's the kind of payoff that's really just a slap in the face.
Oh, a slap in the payoff. Yeah.
Slap in the face.
Lost has a lot of slap in the payoff.
Yeah, no shit.
That was their stock and trade.
Mm-hmm.
I think they perfected the art of that
sort
of thing.
They really did.
But he heard it from his friend in the mental institution.
The same mental institution where Walt's going to be.
Isn't that mysterious and intriguing?
And the candidates' numbers were the numbers.
True,
coincidence, conspiracy, or all three?
No, the former, the very first option.
Okay, well, you could say that if you want.
I will, and I do.
You could also call it fate.
I wouldn't ever, nor would I call it destiny.
Okay, all right.
Would you call it just Jacob has a thing for numbers, as Man in Black called it?
Yep, that'll do.
Wow, so you're on the side of evil incarnate.
No, I hate it all. Hate them all.
Hate them all?
Thanks for stealing 6 years of my life.
Screw them all.
Fuck them all.
Wow.
So you're not Team Jacob or Team Man in Black?
No, I'm just Team Jader. What do they call it? What is it?
Jack and Kate.
Jack and Kate.
Sawyer.
No, Jack and Kate and Sawyer. Is that what that is?
No.
It's skaters and jaders, right?
A jader is one who supports Jade.
Jade, right? Versus the skate.
Right. Wasn't there one with all three of them connected?
Not that I'm aware of. I guess Jader could be that, but.
But in which case that would make you
You'd
a
have to
jaderer.
be a jaderer, yeah.
Oh no. We made it worse up now.
God. It's also terrible.
Well, you got your J payoff. I mean, they totally hooked up in the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't really mean it though. I didn't really actually have a preference.
Oh, all right.
I
Well,
Wait, who hooked Jack and Kate?
yeah.
They didn't
Well,
hook up in the afterlife.
Okay, I mean they didn't hook up in the sense that they had sex, but they talked to each other.
They talk to each other.
Well, more importantly,
For you
they
listeners-
were like married, right?
Yeah,
like,
for you listeners at home, Justin is actually in the 8th grade. So hooking up is like talking and holding hands a little bit in the afterlife.
wrote them a note, put it in their locker.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they were like holding hands in the church. They were together. I mean, they did everything but.
Everything but holding hands in a church. It's like one step from holding hands in a church to like
holding hands to having a baby, right? First you hold hands, and then you have a baby.
That's where babies come from.
Yep.
Whatever.
So you have to wear a glove unless you want to get a baby. You have to wear gloves and you hold hands. So are we done with the podcast? Anything else for In Translation?
Oh man, I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a slight on the episode, but like I said, it's just not, it's not one of those episodes that has a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, it's not offensive. It's just it's not that deeply connected to a lot of other things.
Yeah, it doesn't really extend very far in terms of what it's about, because it's transitory. Like the raft burns, but they build another one. So, and Sun and Jin have a fight, but they make up. So, it's sort of like all the problems.
So this episode changes everything.
Like, there's no problem that this episode introduced that isn't solved pretty soon after this. So it just, unlike other episodes we've watched, before this, just it feels like it just has limited scope. But I mean, within, as a self-contained episode, it definitely wasn't bad. I would say as far as Sun and Jin episodes go, it's definitely up there, like you said.
Yeah.
That backstory stuff, like it's dark, it's interesting, it's probably as dynamic as their backstory ever gets.
Yeah.
So those are my final thoughts.
All right. Well, great final thoughts. My final thoughts are the following.
I'm gonna have some of the final thoughts.
No. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks to Jen for being on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be back next week with numbers.
Yeah.
Num 3 R's.
We can totally digest the numbers. I don't know why I said digest.
I don't either. I feel like that should be a pun, like numbers are something you digest. Like, we are totally going to calculate the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That would have made more sense. I don't know. I'm
we
eating
are totally
them for some
going to
reason.
crunch the numbers.
That would have
We're
worked
going to
too.
crunch the numbers and, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to tabulate.
Find out what the sum is.
We're going to add it all up.
Any other math related there?
Something about a derivative. I don't fucking know.
Right.
Justin, come on. You ought to be able to come up with something. You got nothing.
I got no math
Nothing
puns.
at all.
No
math puns.
Maybe
not a
we'll investigate the numbers to the limit.
There we go.
Limit.
There we go.
That's not great. How about we'll find out which set the numbers are in. Okay, I'm done. They're getting weaker and weaker.
Wow.
We'll be back and count the numbers. That's
it should be a
literal.
prime Lost Lowdown experience.
Oh, God.
Thanks and namaste.
Namaste and good luck.